Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. It got his man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They go play fake. Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
2nd and 11 now.
The give is to Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
44 yards on the ground for him so far. So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. Powers through him.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. One back in the game, that's Jones, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, 15. Come back.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I got you. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hatchet.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
He's trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10.
91 is the mic. Squeeze, double. Kill.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Safety's creeping.
Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. A give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Let's get off the field. Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Here we go. Box it. Let's bring it.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Packer first down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 54.
Rodgers now to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Kill.
Yellow.
Shit. Slam.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4. He's coming. Hey, rim leg. Check 26, check 26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes dancing to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Big edge. Attack! Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back. Say. Check three. Remember this. Check taller. Crash. Here goes 15.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
Mike 5'9". Hey, I'm coming after you. Check. Deuce. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, no, go.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. The 40. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Easy.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Escapes the defender. Still fighting. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Bandit.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike 91. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Attack. Hey, 43. Turn up. Kill.
Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
48 Mike. Nice, sweetheart.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one had a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Kelsey on the ground. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Who that? Who that? Hey, Ripley.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Steps away.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. They turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Watch the slant. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Here we go.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Check.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 44. Mike, 44. I'm coming.
Again, it's Dillon.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
44 is the Mike. Check. I'm going.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up.
Ready, 45, 1.
54.
And cycle.
Sponge. No.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. He's got Lewis. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Love looking to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
51, Mike 51. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Go, go, go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Easy. 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watch 54, watch 54. Double go.
Striker. 3.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
54, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And the Packer 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
97.
Shift.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
On 3rd down, Love. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check it out, read.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Check 24. Check 24.
43! 43!
Here we are.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Attack!
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Ready? Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Attack! 15!
Keep it up, guys. Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Attack!
Kill.
15! Yellow!
Shit.
Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Check. Crunch.
One final try for Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will